Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones. How's everyone doing? Things are going well on Pike. The control is increasing slowly. In fact, we're increasing control over here. The money is going up. We're earning 2 gold. And I think we will expand. Now, some of you told me we can buy claims. However, I've said this many times before, guys. I like to stick to one focus tree just because it helps make each character feel a little bit more unique. So I won't be dipping into learning with this character. I know that's going to annoy some of you, but I've said this many times, so it's just how I like to play the game. What I will do, though, is we're not going to fabricate a claim here because, one, we're converting to faith, but two, if we manage to get a claim on the duchy, which we will try, if we push that claim for the duchy, we will naturally become independent from the Malisters, which means we can break away from them without going to war, which I think is beneficial, because it makes no sense to fight against the Malisters when we've had nothing but good relations, and I want to keep those relations intact once I start expanding in the Iron Islands. So that's the way we're gonna do things. Rebuilding a ruin such as this is no simple task. Years of decay must be repaired, and once proud masonry must be restored. Today, as some of my men are hoisting pallets of bricks to the higher reaches of the ruined castle, I notice one of the ropes beginning to fray. I see Alistair below, totally unaware. Well, is there enough time to help him? Oh, Alistair's in danger. I may yet reach him and shield him yet. Let us try. I could become wounded, and there we go. We managed to get a hook on him. I did save him. And luckily, I didn't get wounded in the progress either. We have 300 gold. We could spend some of that. Ah, no, I'm waiting for a tax office, aren't I? Which costs us 388. So we're actually getting quite close to that. And look at this. The war in the Iron Islands is just bloody insane. You love to see it. You love to see it. And there's a few raiders over here. Some of you suggested converting culture. I'm not going to do that, guys. I know this all makes sense from a gamey perspective, but I'm going to play the characters how I see fit, okay? In my roleplay. I know you all have brilliant ideas, but I can't listen to you all because you're all different as well. So I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to play the game my way, and hopefully you don't get too annoyed. Right, I can ask for gold. He does not have 233 gold, though. Someone sniped it before I could get it. That's a little bit unfortunate. There's a pox spreading as well. As an additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I have been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question of what should be done with them remains. So let's see, we could gain 80 gold, which would go a long way to upgrading and getting a tax office. I think the hides would turn a nice profit. Time to bring the cleaver. So if we go over to Pike, we can now afford that tax office, and Pike will be the future. Oh, never mind. We can't build duchy building because we don't have the actual duchy of Pike. Right, that makes sense, actually. Okay, what we could do then, let's see. We have windmills, we have trade port, we have apiaries, we have the pilgrims' quarters. We could replace the stockades. It's buffing skirmishers and spearmen, but we're not using them. Is there something in here that increases siege equipment? That's what we really want, I guess, is to get some siege equipment in Pike. Now, station siege weapon effectiveness plus 5% and more progress. So we're going to get a workshop. And this also lowers the maintenance for our archers, which is very nice because we're going to be using river bows. I know I'm replacing a tier 4 building, but I don't want that. I want more money. And I want buildings that buff our current men-at-arms. Look at that. The chaos that's going on over here. Oh, I can't wait to get mixed up in all of this. It's going to be a short while, though. How long left? 24 years to convert the faith. That's okay, though. It's definitely worth waiting for this. We're in no rush. All is good. I can negotiate an alliance with you. No, you won't accept. I remember you. And we have criminals, but they're not important to me, so we can afford to go ahead and ignore that. Right, 330 gold. We could upgrade something in Hammerford as well. We could upgrade, for example, our plague buildings. This gives us more plague resistance. Another 0.1 gold. What we could also do... Yeah, this is only 0.1 gold as well. This gives us holding taxes. Captain effectiveness as well is also nice. And men-at-arms damage. Let's upgrade the blacksmiths. It's only 165 gold. Maybe I should be upgrading all the buildings equally as well, so we don't get some that are super high level compared to the others. So I'm going to try and get all of these to tier 2. One of my prisoners has died. We do have camp fever, but I don't think it's anywhere near us. No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay. Oh, ask Head of Faith for gold. Right. Quick. Steal his gold before someone else gets the bright idea. Greetings, Lord Dean of Hammerford. I have considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. Thank you, High Sept. I will use this wealth wisely, and here there are. I had advisors advising me to convert faith. When you're willingly giving me hundreds of golds, we will not do that. It's all good. Right. I could just sit here and watch this. I have no idea what's going on. But the leader of the Iron Islands has actually got his armies risen as well. Vermin have infested several granaries in the lordship of Ironhold, destroying the seed grain stored in them. With nothing to plant for next year's crops, the 3 tenants living there have come to me asking for aid. Given their dire situation, these farmers will ultimately be forced to accept what terms I offer. Now, I am humble and zealous, so I will take pity on them and open up my grain stores. I lose 80 gold, but I do gain popular opinion and some piety. So let's go ahead and do that. I do not want to see my people starving. I want to see them flourishing. I am a fortune builder after all. What use is my fortune if my people can't live a more fortunate life as well? We can declare wars. Is there anything here? Mist Core. That's actually really close to us. That's really close. Why is that? Because Balissa has claims. How strong? We're not going to do this, though. Right, let's ignore that. We have good claims with House Rushmore. Good standing with them, so I don't want to cause any provocation there with wars and whatnot. I was too slow to join that grand tournament. I actually wanted to attend that one. Nevertheless, it's fine. What's this? We got another grand tournament, and this one is being hosted by King Bormund? Bormund. Why are you hosting this? In Visenya's Hill. Greetings, Lord Dean of Hammerford. I am organizing a grand tournament in Visenya's Hill. We will start with the melee contest, a chance to show your skill to all, I warrant. The prizes will be of good quality, should the opportunity for personal glory not be enough to entice you. I will attend this tournament. We do have quite a few good knights now. How are we going to get down there? I mean, I think mercenary guards are a given. It's not actually that dangerous. We could get away. What we could do is even use... we don't have... Okay. I think that's fine. We'll just use the mercenary guards. It's only going to cost us 10 gold. We do have some men in our entourage, including Badger. Could Badger make a name for himself at the tournament? Let us see. It is time to set off for King's Landing and Visenya's Hill. My liege, King Bormund, is hosting a grand tournament competition in the vicinity of Visenya's Hill, and time has come for us to depart. We shall represent the House of Blackriver and make the Riverlander people proud. While we are there, we should also seize the opportunity to experience the Crownlander culture. I cannot wait. It's been a while since we've been to a grand tournament. Bloody hell, look. We are zooming. I forgot how fast you move on roads in this mod. I think it's necessary, though, because the distances are extreme. I've noticed that Captain Doran avoids me more than usual. He always sits at the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast, and consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me. Especially when I overhear him defaming me. Dean is a squamish fool. I'd be a way better lord than him. Oh, Captain Doran. You really think that's suitable? Do you know what? Get out of my sight. You're not welcome in my entourage. Leave at once. I never want to see you again. Where are we? Oh, we're already here. Bloody hell. Is there any plagues here? I didn't check. There isn't, which is lucky. Maybe we should have visited some places on the way back. But too late now. How I remember the tales of Harp's Tomb Sept. How high it would raise an imposing bastion of the 7 who are one. Stones that could be built. That could build an entire paradise. Silence and prayer. A bereft landscape in the browns of the village lays before us. The muddy streets, the age-worn pavement, but the sept is there, as promised. Its belligerent colors make me forget all the sepias and the gloom. An imminent desire to visit it takes over me. My lord? A priest drops a bundle of wood near one of the walls. My apologies, but the sept is closed in preparation for the grand tournament. I am zealous and diligent. I came all this way, and I will bloody see it. You cannot stop me. I convinced the local priest to open the set. There we go. We're all holy men here, lad. You cannot stop me from my praying. Slope! I hear Hanlon shout out in panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound like that of wood breaking or my patience finally snapping. I step out on the dirt to see the splintered remains of a wagon. My wagon. I am sorry, my host. It was my turn as lookout, but I fell asleep at the reins. Aren't we already here? Oh no, my character was ahead, I think. Okay. We're gonna be late by 5 days, but we're right here anyway, so it shouldn't matter. And there we go. We have arrived at the tournament. I cannot wait for it to start. Now, we do have a melee, a duel, archery, and a joust. Board games are last. So I will try to qualify for the board games. Because we are a little bit... we're still poor, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to try and recruit some knights. I think that's what we're here for. But first, I mean, we'll save the praying for when we need to be here. Let's go to the tourney grounds. We might be able to find a recruit or two. My knights stand assembled for the day's training. For attendants laden with kit, Harold and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught. Together, we represent the Lord. Let us together prepare for our glories. He turns to me, eyes gleaming. Command us, my liege. Let's see. So increases slightly. Captains, yeah. To your saddles and draw your swords, lads. I have faith that one of you can enter the tournament and win today. None of them are qualifying here. There's a lot of contestants, though. Hopefully, they could do so. Right, 14 days, and then we can go to the camps as well. Maybe we can find a strong lad there to recruit. What is that noise? Giggling, a few groans. It sounds like it's coming from that tent. My curiosity gets the better of me as I wander over to the heavy flap that the sounds are coming from. Equal parts anticipation and trepidation. I draw the covering aside to find quite a sight greeting me. Harold, caught completely in flagrant, physically panics, shoving his partner bodily off of him and onto the floor. I peer into the gloom to find Isabella and Denise, also struggling to process their best response to such a turn of events. Hurriedly and fruitfully trying to hide their own partners as they are. Wait, what? Fools! You need to spend your time preparing! Win me this tournament! I think they're taking things a bit too casually there. Okay, this is just a normal event. Perhaps I could learn a thing or two from this. We won't read all of the events because we've read them multiple times before. We'll read the ones that matters. My knight Harold has qualified for the melee. I have not. I do wonder what side he is part of. I don't think I can see the teams here. Hopefully he's part of the winning team. To the Lord Dean of Hammerford, I am writing to all of the lords of Westeros to let them know that the truth has been hidden for too long. Despite what you may have thought, Arya and Prince Reynard of Greyleaf Tower, I ask that you and the rest of the realm recognize this new reality. Wait, what? Arya Baratheon is a bastard. Ooh. Ooh, that is interesting. For a moment, I thought we were going to get a revealed secret about Arya Stark as well. We've already had one against Jon, and now we've got this. To the Lord Dean of Hammerford, let it be known to all that Arya has been instructed to make a public and legally binding statement, absconding any and all claims to the throne or related titles. Okay, seems like a fair response. I'm more interested in the melee. Right, Harold, do me proud, lad. I believe in you. I believe in you. Can I see if he won? Would it pop up if we did? Will it show me the teams here? That's what I want to know. See, it says Lord Kedris has beat King Bormans in the contest, but it doesn't say if my knight won. I have a feeling it would have told me, right? It would have popped up if my knight won. We'll get to see it next time. We didn't. I don't think anything happened. What's this? The war! The war! Cool King Borman's captains as they thunder past, their horns blowing and banners flashing brilliant against the sky. That troll-spawned Lord Ellard of Tarth has no regard for our grand tournament, it seems. The event is to be cancelled, as the king sends for his levies and prays to the warriors for victory. The grand tournament is a noble and worthy amusement, but the call to arms rings louder than any other. We must leave at once. It is not safe here, my friends. It seems like the Tarths, for some reason, have a bone to pick with the Baratheons, although they are vastly outnumbered. No allies have decided to join them. Right, let us leave this King's Landing and return home at once. We don't want to get caught up in the war. We have seen our fair share of war already. We see it brings much death and casualties. I don't want no part of it. Since leaving home nearly a few months ago, I have seen highs and lows. Reveled in the wind blowing through my hair and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I have yet to see. Out there on the open road. I feel free of this stuffy castle if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I will find peace of mind. So I have become a traveler, which gives me an extra diplomacy. Very nice. We visited the inn at the crossroads, so we gained more diplomacy experience as well. We're going on a... Oh, we went for a little loop because of the river. And we have returned home. A bad news. I just received word that my sister Jenny has died of old age at 63. This is really sad news. I have gained a stewardship perk, but this is very sad. Let's get golden apple on monthly income per stress level. We might need that. We're going to get stressed out, I guess. How old am I? I'm 56 and I'm feeling fine. But we are reaching that point in life where all of my friends and my family are dying. Naya, have you... Your son and family friends? What? Family friends. A family friend is an implicit relation formed when you have at least 3 friends who are close family members to each other. A family friend gains opinion of all members of that close family. One cannot become a family friend with their own close family. Wait, but you are my close family. Are you not? I am very confused. Right, you guys are married off, though. So I can actually unpin you, can't I? Verds is 14. I think it's about time we try and find him a partner. You're being trained in martial, but actually... humble and pensive. You have good diplomacy, good martial, and good stewardship. You're actually very well-rounded. And he's already a wise man. Let's see. If I try to find you an alliance, we could get double our alliance with the Lannisters. That could be beneficial. Now, some of you are saying get a house, get an alliance with the Blackwoods. I don't think, because they're always at war and they don't really have any candidates. They're all married off. Because they're always at war, I don't think it would be wise to drag myself into that stuff. So instead, I am thinking about that Lannister alliance. They know what it is to be raided by the Ironborn. I think they will share in my interests. So let's see. You don't like greedy? That's fine. Arrogant? And that's it. Catherine Hill here. It is arrogant. So maybe that's not a good matchup. And she is chaste. So actually, I'm reconsidering this. Who else do we have here? Who isn't extremely old? We have the Danes, but they are a ways away. What we could do. What about these? House Kingwood. She is chaste, though, which is a little bit unfortunate. What about you? House Pickwood. Are you... You're a Crownlander. Let's go ahead and fix this. Okay, so we go culture. And we go Riverlanders. There we go. We do want to have good relations with Riverlanders. So you guys here, they have 900, but it's just levies. House Blue Pike. They have Pike in their name. That could be useful. Let's see. Shy, gluttonous, humble, and zealous. What don't you like? You don't like cynical, you don't like arrogant. That's fine, that's fine. Or we could go for Meredith. She's cynical, she's a little bit lazy, but she is lustful. That she is. She doesn't like zealous, but Vance isn't zealous, so that's okay. I think we're gonna betroth Vance to Meredith here. Let's keep the Riverlander culture strong. Marry Riverlander to Riverlander. To the Modestine, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son Vance will be betrothed to my daughter Meredith. Excellent news. This makes me very happy to hear. What also makes me happy to hear is we have bloody nearly 500 gold. This is looking very nice. Now, how much is a castle? Oh, it's not 500. I thought this was 500. Now, we could build a temple. We don't have a temple yet in Hammerford. So I think we might actually build one. Let's see. So we want a temple and we want a second castle, really. I think having the castle on the coast is probably better, right? Yeah, we got forest and forest. So that doesn't make... Yeah, we'll put the castle here. So let's go ahead and build a temple in Wooden Seed. We already have a city. We could build a monastery. What's the difference? I mean, I can't build it. I can't build it. Why not? The first stage of his holding is a cloister. I meet all these requirements. I don't know why. A complex of buildings housing those pursuing spiritual scholarship and enlightenment. Do I need a temple first, maybe? I'm going to build a temple and a castle. Right, let's go ahead and get the temple built. And then I would like a castle. I didn't realize it only cost 280 gold. So we could do that. And what we could also do is let's upgrade the hospices here as well. Get some more plague resistance going in Hammerford. We have the gold. Let's spend it. And this will do nice things. How long to build this? Only 3 years too. I think it's... We are zealous and we don't even have a castle. A castle? A temple? What is this? How can we be devout followers of the Seven if we don't have such... we are gaining so much gold. I like this. I really like starting from nothing and building our way up. I mean, we do have Pike over here. They're still bloody going at it. Are you guys okay? If I zoom out a bit. What war are you in? Okay, you have a peasant uprising, which is still fighting. Ah, it's bloody brilliant. I mean, our part of the Iron Islands hasn't revolted, which is nice. How much longer left on this? 21 years. Wowzers. Camp fever is spreading, but it's not in my area, so that's fine. Excuse the choppiness, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just something we have to accept. Shooting ranges have been constructed in Pike. Okay. So what do I plan to build here next? Probably upgrade the apiaries, which costs 200 gold. Okay. So once we hit 200 gold, we can get that upgraded. We don't have any unbuilt areas, and we do have a temple here at least, which is nice. So we can pray. We just need to convert that temple. Betrothed can marry. Badger can now marry Helena Chambers. Let's go ahead and send off the proposal. To the Modestine, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. Your son and heir, Badger, and my daughter Helena will be joined in holy matrimony. May the Seven who are one grant them long life and many children. May they grant them many children indeed. How are you shaping up? Only 12 martial. It's okay. As you age, you will improve and whatnot. We could send him to university, although it's very expensive. Master at Arms impresses vassal. That's very nice as well. Pike. We're waiting for gold. My son Vance enters my chamber looking disappointed. Father, my lord, I want to discuss my betrothal, he says nonchalantly. I can't do it. I don't want to marry Meredith. He continues. Where to start? If I'm honest with myself, I can't stand her. An unfaithful oath. She can't possibly stay true to me. Please, father. Please don't make me do this. I did overlook this. Yes, she is sinful, whereas you are quite virtuous. All right, you don't have to marry her. Yes, I will admit that was an overlook on my part, my son. In that case, then. In that case, because you're already chaste. Okay, Catherine's already found a suitor. These are all quite... I mean, you're chaste, but she's also a little bit sinful too. I do wonder. What about... she's very sinful as well. There's not many virtuous lasses near us, are there? You're also sinful. What about Alice? You're 31, so that's a little bit too old of him. 17, I mean, she's also a little bit sinful. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Let's see. She's, okay, temperate and compassionate. There's only a 4-year age gap. She is from the Crownlands. I had to search far and wide for this marriage. They do have quite nice men-at-arms as well. I'm gonna send the ravens to the Crownlands. And Vance, let's see if Alissan Hacktree can become your betrothed. Betrothed. Oh, I said it again. I used to say that all the time, and I really used to annoy you guys. I remember. To the Modestine, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son Vance will be betrothed to my daughter Alissan. Excellent news. And we remembered how to speak as well by the time that came back. Right. So we're starting to get some ties in the Crownlands, which is nice. I do want Vance to be happy. You know, he's like 3rd in line or something. So it's not super important that we get a really strong alliance. Oh, he's all the way down here. In fact, Badger. Oh, no, yeah. He is 3rd in line, Vance here. Oh, I didn't... Has this always been here? I don't think I've ever used succession that way. I've always looked the other way. 85 gold, thanks to the wife. Thank you very much. Right. Let's go ahead and get these apiaries upgraded in Pike, then. As we keep upgrading all this stuff, the money is just going to keep flowing. And we've almost improved control here as well. Another 3 months. And the realm's control is looking fine. Right, sick house has been built in Hammerford. So what do we want to be upgrading here next? Probably the wetland farms, which only needs 99 gold. Wow. Wow. Dean has definitely built a small fortune here for the Blackrivers. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade those. It only takes 16 months as well. Let's see. And yeah, control is pretty much maxed everywhere, which is very nice. Old stones will come with time, guys. I can demand payment from Badger, actually. Let's go ahead and do this. He's thanking me for raising him, you know. So we're gonna take the 20 gold. We'll put it back into the realm, of course. How's Tristan been doing? Tristan has 3 children. We didn't get to name all of them, I don't think. I forget. What's this? A grand tournament. We just went to 1. So we're gonna skip this one. I think we're doing fine. Now we could start building an iron halt as well. Now that the control is looking good, we could well do that. Question is, I mean, I do control the castle, so it might be worth building up. So we have Hammerford, Pike, Old Stones. The thing I worry about is when we lose stewardship, we might not be able to hold on to all 4. So I think I might hold off on Ironhold and give that to another Blackriver when the time comes. I am proud to see my son no longer as a child, but as an adult. For the longest time, I was hoping that good tutelage would be enough to teach Vance the intricacies of warfare. I was naive. He has only developed a basic understanding of the subject, but at least he has learned the essentials of managing an army. I can only hope that the rest will come with experience. Okay, so he has become a dutiful captain. They grew up so fast. He has so many traits, and he has become a knight. Good on you, my son. Look at his hair as well. I feel like he's gonna be attracting all of the ladies. That much is for sure. Right, stewardship perk available. Let's get at any cost. Can use the sell titles decision. We're not going to do that, but it gets us one closer to avaricious. We are still feeling fine at the age of 58 too. Things are going quite nicely. And we have just discovered rightful ownership. So what does that give us? Rightful ownership is actually in the high steel age. Casus Belli prestige cost minus 10%, which is nice. Title creation cost minus 20%. And Glory Hound vassals are more common. They prefer bold and brave heirs with high martial. Can I see what my vassal composition is? It's all just minor landholders, right? Because they're not counts. They don't actually have this. I think we looked at this before. We're now earning 11 gold per month. I am on the Liege's Council. Very nice. I am happy. I have lived a long life just like my father. And I have built upon his great deeds. We took Pike, which is insane. We're earning money. I have a good feeling for the future of our house. A very, very good feeling. There is a plague. Let's go back up to Hammerford here. Oh, I love the custom model. Thank you, Valadar, again. It's so bloody insane just having our own custom model estate here. Once we get Old Stones built up as well, this area is going to look so bloody cool. I am leaving, father. Me and Giona are in love. I roll my eyes at Badger. What is my fool of a son up to now? Giona and I will seek adventure. The world is vast and there is glory to be found. I wish to shout, all rivers lead to home, at the world until it remembers my name. It is evident that my beloved son is being serious. I am going to have to do something. No, you're already married to Helena Chambers. No, oh, gold flowers? Oh, what are you doing, Badger? I was just saying how well House Blackriver is doing. Oh no, come here, dear son. I believe it's time for some tough love. So I can duel him to make him stay. He has 8 prowess and is a trained fighter, whereas I only have 2 prowess. I don't think if I get personal champion, I don't know if they can do that. I can convince him to stay with diplomacy, or I can bribe him. Listen here, lad. There is glory to be had at home. You will lead the armies one day upon succession, and it will be up to you to take the rest of the Iron Islands. Stay and embrace the glory. Badger gives up on his hopes and dreams and stays at my court. Okay, very nice. He gains mellowed spirit for 20 years, though. He actually gains more prestige and opinion appearance plus 20. Okay, very nice. For some reason, I thought that sounded negative, but actually it was very good. Oh, that was rough. Right, faction. The peasants are rising against me. Is this our first faction? It might be. That's against my liege. We are going to have to fight some peasants by the looks of things. Where are these peasants from? Probably the Iron Islands? Yeah, the Lordship of Pike. Okay, that's understandable. Maybe they don't like us so much over here. Right, we've almost upgraded our apiaries in Pike, which means we can get another building built over here soon. There we go. Good timing. So what do we want to upgrade over here now? Probably the windmills, but we need 280 gold for that. So we're going to be waiting a little bit. So let's zoom out. We can see our whole territory together. Alliance with the Lannisters has expired because she died in childbirth. But that means Lord Adam has now taken over, and he is betrothed to Lucy. So she is directly at the head of Lannisport. Very nice. Peat quarries have been built in Hammerford. Oh, I could also do some building upgrades here. Let's see. Everything is already tier 2 here. We could upgrade the hospices as well. 200 gold. It only gives me 0.1. Whereas if we upgrade this, we get another 0.2. I want to upgrade the windmills. And we've just finished constructing our shrine as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh, it's bloody tiny. We can now. I hope you build the right building. What is it we want you to build? Oh, you can't build. Interesting. There's no temple building there. Right. I'm not sure what's up with that. We shall see. But we do have a shrine now. A temple, which we can pray at, which is very nice. So if I go here, I still can't build a monastery, but that's because I'm missing gold. Let's see. We need 280 gold anyway to upgrade the apiary. So we'll see if we can build that and whether it really does require this. We have 77 plague resistance here now, which is nice. Strict coastal quarantine. I'm not sure how I have that or how I got it, but let's give him plus 50. So I'm not going to complain. And my son, Neo, has had his first child. He wants to name it after me, but we're going to use your guys' name suggestions as always. And you guys have decided on the name Wolfgang. Now, I forgot to write down who suggested this, but I think it might be you, Wolfgang. May you grow to be strong and wise, my son. You wanted the martial education as well, so let's go ahead and do that. I will pin the lad. And let's see. Do I have a good martial in my court? Harold, of course I do. 34 martial, right. You're going to educate Wolfgang, and hopefully he grows into a strong commander one day, and he can help his uncle Badger take the Iron Islands. That would be very nice. Reachman Pox is spreading. That's all the way down in the south, though, so we don't have to worry about this. I'm looking forward to when we get the updates to turn these off. Right, we're missing 5 gold. That should come when it ticks over to the moon month anytime now. It has ticked over. We still can't build this. Okay. That's okay, though, because we built a temple, so it's not the worst thing. Let's upgrade the windmills. That costs 280 gold. And then in Hammerford, we could upgrade the militia camps. And that just... Oh, 20%. It's only 90 gold as well. I will upgrade the militia camps and make our river bows a little bit stronger. What we could also do is get more river bows as well in the future. Oh dear. There is a plague brewing on the horizon. Also, slave revolt is targeting me. We don't have slaves, so I don't know why. Yeah, it's disbanded. Weird. A walk through the lordship of Ironholt seems pleasant enough at first, but closer inspection reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived in this unassuming hamlet. The infected are covered from head to toe in rashes that are hot to the touch. While numbers remain low, more and more of the population are beginning to demonstrate these symptoms, and it's only a matter of time until it spreads further. Already, people are calling this affliction the spotted fever. So it's only a minor plague, and it does give us the green fever. Catastrophic health penalty. Bloody hell. Though this may never reach the capital, providing aid where needed could prove critical in keeping it at bay. Yes. So we could summon the Maester. Or the Mother protect us. I lose legitimacy no matter what. Your Maester will provide numerous options to offset the plague. Okay, summon the Maester then. That's interesting. I didn't know we could do that. Now, the plague must have spawned in the Iron Islands. Yes. The spotted fever is over here. Now, it hasn't yet reached us, but I will go ahead and isolate the capital at the very least. So let's do this just in case it manages to cross over here. I don't think it will, because plagues struggle crossing oceans. Oh no, this isn't my island. This is my island. Yeah, so it is actually here. Oh, it's crossed these islands. And there's no crossing here. It could actually reach our capital. Good job we isolated. The dim, flickering light of Franklin's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. I have a number of observations regarding spotted fever. Chiefly the way patients are tormented by green fever like I've never seen before. The plague does not appear to be too severe, and it is my recommendation as a professional that we take a light approach to prevent the spreading. After all, we do not wish to hurt the economy. Ultimately, the exact strategy for preventing the spread of this plague is mine to make. So let's see. I think a soft approach is best. Let's not try anything too risky. We do have a lot to lose. It would seem the moderate approach has proven successful with a slow in spread of disease symptoms among the commoners. Though the impact is quite minimal, it should at least grant more time to work on more permanent solutions. Wonderful. So we get +5 plague resistance. Already, though, I'm guessing... if we have 50 plague resistance here. Well, I guess already control is going to be dropping and whatnot. We'll have to see. I knew they're getting older. We've been doing everything slower. Well, I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately, I feel a constant malice, and everything takes more effort than before. I am worried that if I lie down, I might not be able to get up again. There is no doubt my time is running out. I feel like I can do naught but to await death's sweet embrace to claim me. How long will I have to wait? I have become infirm. My health is poor and ailing. And to top it all off, I'm having a mental break. By the father, petitioners from the realm have been queuing up lately. This work feels endless. Yet another one steps forward, evidently a distressed merchant of some kind. Oh, get your problems in a few weeks, but you are not important enough for anything faster. The merchant gulps at me, blinking rapidly in shock. Was this something I said? I could become uncouth. Dean has not a care in the world for his appearance, falling well short of people's standards. We're gonna do it. We're becoming ill. It's our final days here. Betrothed can marry. We can at least marry off Lucy to Adam of Lannisport, so I know at least she should have a good future. I think House Blackriver will have a good future as well. The plague isn't really spreading that much. I wonder if it's because it's just a minor plague. There have been... oh, okay. The deaths are starting to rack up now. I was about to say there's only been 5 deaths. Lucy has only just moved to Lannisport, and she has already developed consumption. Okay, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought. Also, I need to swap over my maester to control plagues. I always forget to do this. Also, why wasn't he on advanced research? I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea. I have gained a favor hook on Varro. I can take some of his gold. So let's get 11 gold, a small loan. Thank you very much. We're waiting for our 90 gold now, aren't we? So then we can upgrade our tents. And then our river bowl should become very strong. Right, Vance, you're still not married, so I will keep you pinned to keep an eye on you. A grand tournament. I am infirm, so we're not going to do that. My counselor Soren has died. He had a seizure, and now we have a new Septon. How skilled are you? 17 learning and an astute intellectual. 14 years to convert the faith. That's a little bit better, actually. Hopefully he can convert the faith, and then we can turn our eyes again once more. The peasant rabble have disbanded, so they can't have hated me that much. Maybe they're seeing all of the good plague control I'm doing in Pike, and they're like, actually, this guy's quite good. Gold is the lifeblood of a realm, and merchants bring much of that wealth. Spotted fever still spreads across the same realm, however, and Walder has brought me missives from the trade-rich coastal provinces. We can control this outbreak, my lord. Requiring all merchants sequester themselves before they bring their goods to market will ensure they aren't infected. But the unspoken rest of the sentence intimated? There's a scant chance this won't damage the inflow of precious taxes. I am just. We cannot risk upsetting the economy. We can't. Would the just thing not be to make sure they don't have the plague, though, so that we're not giving it to other people? Maybe I misunderstood that event slightly. I think I did. Level of splendor has increased. So we are now an insignificant house. Slightly more significant than we were previously, but insignificant nonetheless. And at least we did become avaricious at the end of our life. So let's go ahead and get that. Well, we're up to 15 gold income now, which is beautiful stuff. We can also upgrade the militia camp. So let's upgrade those. Our river bows are going to become even stronger. Right now, they have 45 damage. So once they get another 20% there, this flashing is a little bit obnoxious. Yeah. Maybe it's because I'm... there we go. If I zoom in a bit more, we don't get that. Right. I'm clicking on everything. More reports roll in from the Lordship of Ironhold as the spotted fever continues to rage. Go-in, having brought me the latest of the missives, personally slams a hand onto my desk. But people expect us to be performing some acts to help them, he insists, gesturing at the message. Now, I've seen this type before. All we need to do is purge some of the filthy animals that have been bedeviling the area. The affliction surely won't last without them. It is the will of the seven. You are one. Do you know what? We must cull the sheep. We must. Let's try it. I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress. We did get a modifier. Where is this? On Ironhold, possibly? We had a disastrous cull. Ooh. We lose 5% taxes. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, control and development is starting to slip here now, you see. Luckily, it hasn't spread into Pike, though. We spent a bloody long time improving our control there. What we're gonna have to do is actually put you back on improved control. 21 months you spent your whole life improving the control. It's not working. Right, isolate the capital. We need to re-isolate the capital. It only lasts so long. Grand tournament, we're not going to do it. We don't need to go into seclusion because we are safe. I have a feeling this plague will actually die out soon. It's killed 60 people, but it doesn't seem to be spreading, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. A lowly page has been stealing from my household. The woman cowers before me, sniveling about hungry children and pleading for mercy. Please, my lord, I will do anything you ask. Throw her in the dungeons. I will not have people stealing from me, especially in such hard times as a plague. We must think about our neighbors and all help one another. Stealing is selfish and sacrifices those next to you. I'm still alive, even though I have the infirm trait. I'm kicking strongly here. Finally, the plague has left the realm, and we must take this as an opportunity to rise from the chaos it left in its wake. We now emerge from the wreckage of the old world, and the time has come to consider the new. Let us rebuild. We get disease recovery for 5 years, so we get some extra development, which is very nice. So the control is actually fine everywhere. Hammerford has 99% for some reason. I'm going to quickly just improve that. It's only going to take 3 weeks or so, because I don't want to be not maximizing Hammerford there. That might be where we lost a few taxes. I'm not sure if it's enough to make a difference. There we go. So control has been finished there. Now we can go back over here and fix the Iron Islands from the plague. A servant approaches me with a guilty expression on his face and something hidden behind his back. My lord, I was cleaning the artifacts collection as usual when I noticed a state of utter disrepair of your Arwood's regalia. It's completely useless and unrecognizable now. You might as well sell it to a scrap collector and make some gold coins out of it. Wait, what? What did you do to it? No, the artifact is mine. Did you break it? Ah, these artifacts are breaking. I'm gonna have to spend money to repair them, actually. We should have a little bit more time. Hopefully I don't forget. 75 gold to repair this. Lucky Riverlander coin. I will repair it, although it's very expensive. And then the regalia as well. Let's repair this for 50. There we go. Just so I know I won't forget and whatnot. Right, another betrothal. Vance is going to marry Alisan Hagtree. Let's send off the proposal. Beautiful stuff. And then we can unpin him as well. Now, so my sons. So Badger is set to inherit. He's going to succeed me. Badger, Neo, and Vance. Neo is betrothed off already. I think he is zealous. He's diligent. He's just. He's a dutiful captain. I am going to trust the holding of Ironhold to Neo. I trust him. I think he will work together with Badger to take the Iron Islands. And he is a little bit older than Vance as well. Do you already have a son? And he already has a son. So, wait, he becomes a vassal. Oh, I can't give this away yet. No, it's a county level. Okay, that's something to consider in the future. Never mind, guys. Never mind. But you already have finished increasing control. Oh, control is fully maxed. Right, very nice. Let's put you back on training commanders then. And I think that's going to be a good place to leave the episode. So, how long do we have left on this? 12 years left to convert the faith. I am getting old. I feel like my time is nearing ever closer. I am infirm. My health is poor. And it is ailing. I think in the next episode, we must make sure everything is still in place for Badger. So the lad can spread the faith to the Iron Islands and continue building the fortune I have set up. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.